candidates, do you have any plan to increase affordable housing in Moscow? If so, what? Council candidates.
That hand pointed right at me. So affordable housing is a really tough one in this community because we rely on developers to do the construction and provide that housing, and they're interested in making a living. Typically, they get a higher rate of return the more expensive the house is that they put up. So we have to incentivize some lower cost, more accessible housing for people. And part of it could be establishment of a rotating fund from which people can borrow to achieve that threshold of having a down payment for a house, something akin to what went on with the Green Sites development through the Idaho Housing Commission. Alternatively, we can try to raise some incentives for them also to build more dense housing, go upwards instead of outwards. The Legacy Crossing area is a good spot for that, to increase the density, provide a more urban setting for housing that people would like to live in. We can't do a whole lot per se to just provide housing. We can encourage, we can provide carrots. We don't have a whole lot of, you, Mr. Developer, will build this house and you will charge this much as a result and give it to people in an affordable state. So working with the existing people like Sojourners Alliance and some of the other groups to get people into housing is great. We just need to do more, but our options are kind of limited.
$15 or 20 years ago, I wrote a block grant that extended White Avenue for the White Avenue Affordable Housing Project that took the place of where the old dog pound was. That was one thing that we've previously done. We got the city to give Idaho Housing Finance Agency 5 acres of land for that project. Subsequently, we've had 2 or 3 other affordable housing projects put in Moscow. The Community Development Department right now works with the Moscow Affordable Housing Trust to help them find new sites for their work that they're doing. They have now gotten plugged into Idaho Housing Finance so that they can get funding to build new projects. I was hired by them, worked as a consultant for that group to go down and introduce them to the people at Boise so they could get lined up to get money. So the city is very open to doing that. We expended $20,000, I think, 2 or 3 years ago to help them buy a house that was actually outside the city limits, but in a commuting distance to Moscow, so they could do their first home and prove that they had the ability to do projects like they're working on.
Thank you. Walter was right. These chairs aren't real scooters on this carpet. I think we need to address the issue of affordable housing in Moscow. I was a single mom when I got here, and we ate a lot of top ramen so that we could pay our bills. We do, as a city, have an awesome affordable housing commission, and their whole goal is to help address this issue for us. As a city councilor, that's my pool of experts, in conjunction with Sojourners Alliance, in conjunction with the Affordable Housing Trust, in conjunction with Family Promise of the Palouse. I believe that the conversation is coming. We're getting to the point where some ideas like arts of having the grant pool or the ability to fund, you know, the down payment or something like that. I believe it's coming because it is a serious issue. And we're going to increase enrollment at the University of Idaho, and college kids are not usually the best funded individuals on the planet. So we are going to have this conversation. I really hope that as a city council person, I'm going to get some emails on some cool ideas of what we could consider as an option to solve this problem.
Thank you. Many of you, well, you may or may not know, I'm on the Planning and Zoning Commission, and this is an issue that we have been talking about, and there's a national concept you may or may not be familiar with called tiny homes. There are something in sometimes 200 to 300 square foot range, but they're eminently affordable. The problem with it in Moscow is that our ordinances for that type of house, be it something that comes in on a trailer or is stick-built, are very restrictive for that kind. So as a commission, and I would do this, continue this as a counselor, we're working on a change in the ordinances so that that kind of housing could be available and affordable for everybody. Thank you.